What is happening, investors? Dean K here from DK Investing, the channel that we love speaking about all things investing, particularly stocks. And today, in this video, we've got a whole new stock, a really exciting stock, one that I've known about for a long time, and I bought into them recently, so I thought, hey, now's the time, let's make a video, and that is Momentus. Momentus are the last mile delivery company of the space industry. They are a rare opportunity to invest in space. In fact, they are only one of few pure play space companies that you can invest in. This is a company that is not yet publicly traded. However, they are going to become publicly traded through a SPAC, and the company that they are merging with is Stable Road Acquisition. Since that announcement, we've seen what we've seen with other SPACs. The share price jumped up from about $10 to $13. However, it hasn't had that massive run up yet. And the last time I saw something like this was with ChargePoint. ChargePoint merger got announced and it stayed stable for a very long time. And then recently it just ramped up like crazy. And I think that here's a great opportunity to buy into a great company and capitalize on that run-up opportunity. Now, there is some risk with this merger. The CEO is Russian and there are some political and legal reasons at play due to the fact that it's a space company. And it's a bit confusing, but basically the CEO himself can't use the technology in his own company. However, I'm pretty sure this will get all sorted out and we'll be fine. Because if you jump on the Momentus website, they're still got up there, Momentus still become public through merger with Stable Road Acquisition. So no signs yet that this merger is not going to happen, and it's more likely to happen as every single day goes past. So let's jump into the computer and see who they are and why Stable Road Acquisition stock has gone up lately. You know, I gotta hit you with the I am not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Always do your own research before investing. Now, let's jump into the computer and see what we find. I just jumped on the Momentus Space website and let's see what they have to say in their investors section. Momentus to become public through merger with Stable Road Acquisition. Momentus, a commercial space company offering in-space transportation and infrastructure services, today announced it has signed a definitive merger agreement with Stable Road Acquisition Corp. This will result in the company becoming publicly listed. Upon the closing of the transaction, the combined operating company will be named Momentus Incorporated, and its securities will be listed on the Nasdaq and trade under the ticker symbol MNTS. So we've got the first publicly traded space infrastructure company at the forefront of the new space economy. Momentus partners and customers include SpaceX, Lockheed Martin, and NASA. The combined company will have an estimated enterprise value of approximately $1.2 billion, and the transaction is expected to close early 2021. So now we can get in early before the big institutions and people like ARK Invest start putting money into this. Get in now in an attempt to catch the whole run-up. Currently, the global space economy is expected to grow from an estimated $415 billion to $1.4 trillion by 2030. There's a huge growth here and there's not many companies doing it. This is a very expensive industry, and what's good about this is it's not an industry that someone can just start a space company unless you're Elon Musk. It's typically very hard to do, so there's not too much competition. And what Momentus does is they focus on the last mile delivery of space. So they're not really launching satellites or making satellites. What they're doing is they're trying to make reusable vehicles actually stay in space. And basically they launch up to the vehicles. The vehicles then take control of the satellites and take them to where they need to be. Then they can come back and refuel, saving a lot of money. Because their vehicles can be reused, this company can become profitable very quickly. They're not having to make new vehicles every time, and that is a huge advantage. As of September 30, 2020, the company had customer contracts which represent approximately $90 million in potential revenue over the next several years. So they were already getting huge contracts underway, and this is just the start. And again, we can't invest in SpaceX, but we know SpaceX is a great company. SpaceX is one of Momentus customers, which makes me really excited. Another thing that gets me excited about Momentus is that their technology is unlike anything else. In 2019, the company successfully tested its water plasma propulsion technology in space. This goes back to what I said. It's not easy to start a company like this. The competition is very minimal. Now here's why I'm expecting this stock to really start to move quickly. Momentus has developed its first transport and service vehicle, Vigoride, to serve the needs of customers in low orbit by delivering small satellites up to 750 kilos to precise destinations, and expects to provide hosted payload services and in-orbit services. The company plans to launch its first Vigoride vehicle December 2020 with commercial customers and 4 to 5 Vigorides in 2021. The company is developing 2 larger and more capable vehicles in its development plans, Adoride in 2022 and Fivoride in 2024, with a goal of serving all orbits up to the geosynchronous orbit and even lunar orbit, and handle payloads of up to 4,000 kilos. To extend the capabilities of gigantic rockets like SpaceX's Starship and Blue Origin's New Glenn. The company is building its largest vehicle to date, Fivoride, which the company expects to be capable of delivering up to 20 tons of cargo anywhere from low orbit to geosynchronous orbit and into deep space. Fivoride is expected to be a pathfinder for the prospecting and use of space resources such as water from the moon and asteroids, and a technology enabler for the largest moonshot opportunities like solar energy generation in space. This paragraph right here is why I'm expecting this stock to start a huge run up. They're launching December 2020. We're in December 2020 now, and they're aiming to launch another 4 to 5 next year. That's more than one a quarter. So there's going to be consistent, exciting news coming out for this company, which leads me to believe more and more investors will be buying in and the price will skyrocket. This company is one of those companies that's going to have news coming out all the time for years. It's super exciting. It's super interesting. It's easy to speak about. It's an industry that's hard to get into, and this company seems to be ahead of the ball game. That's why I invested in them, because I'm invested in companies that I can see that will shape the future and change the way the world works. And Momentus is that company to do so, in my opinion. And the fact that they have not even seen close to the run-up we've seen with other SPACs just presented to me a massive opportunity, and I bought some shares. More news. Australia's Gilmore Space partners with Momentus for in-orbit transfer on future launches. Basically, Momentus and Australian rocket company Gilmore Space Technologies have reached a multi-million-dollar agreement for launch and orbital transport services. The companies announced this November 30th. Gilmore Space has the option to book up to 3 missions with Momentus orbital transfer vehicle Vigoride between 2023 and 2025. So it's still a while away, but it's good to see things like this happening already. Momentus wins a moon order as space economy heats up. Momentus have signed another agreement with Candace's Aerospace to deliver a 50-kilo spacecraft to low lunar orbit in 2023 or 2024. Now, moon missions are usually what NASA do, so we've got a public company doing this, which just gets me super excited. And see, obviously their contracts are being signed for 2023 around them, so we're still looking at a few years away just with this contract and the other contract. But what can you expect? The technology is very new, but they're still going to be launching. It's being tested. They tested it in 2019. They're putting up their ship this month. They're going to put 4 to 5 more next year, which just gets me super excited. If we take a look at the stock price in the last 5 days, we're up 13%. We've had 2 really nice days recently. Over the month, we're up 50%. So as you can see, when the merger was announced, the SPAC was at $10 a share, like all SPACs. And then we ran up, and now we're up to $15 a share. And in my opinion, this is still very cheap. This company is going to run up, and they are going to run up quick. If you've missed the other SPAC opportunities, if you missed the run up, in my opinion, I see this company as a chance to catch that run up, and it's a chance to invest in the space industry. However, remember, I am not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. Always do your own research before investing. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you're new around here. It really helps me out. Let me know down in the comments. Do you think Momentus is a buy? Are you short on this company if you bought, or are you long on this company? I'd love to hear what you have to say. Till next time, have a good one.